If you're a salesperson, a closer, or a business owner who's tired of battling objections and getting stuck at a 30% close rate, this is for you. Because you're having like the wrong conversation. You're focusing on surface level pains and goals, and therefore your prospects keep stalling. In the next 4 minutes, I'm going to be showing you how to bypass people's logical brain and sell directly to their core identity, making objections irrelevant. Okay? You're going to be learning the bridge question that shifts the entire frame of the sale, turning a maybe into a solid yes. But it requires you to stop thinking like a salesperson and start thinking like a psychologist. To understand this, you have to understand the human brain. The human brain, think of it in three parts. At the top, you have the primate brain, logic, thoughts. This is where most sales calls live, okay, and die. Below that, we have the mammal brain, emotion, beliefs. It's better, but it's still not the core. But at the very bottom of the brain, you have the reptilian brain. This is instinct, identity. Okay, but you don't have to persuade an alligator to bite. It bites because it's a fucking alligator. Okay, that's its identity. And when you can anchor your solution to a prospect's desired identity, their thoughts, beliefs, and actions are going to be aligning automatically. Objections don't just get handled, they cease to exist. Okay? You're no longer selling a weight loss program, you're selling them the identity of a good father who sets a healthy example for his son. So this decision is not any longer about diet plans, it's about who they are as a man. So, how do you have this conversation without sounding like a therapist? By building a bridge. After you've uncovered like the surface level pain, you go deeper. You ask for permission to have a more fundamental conversation. You can't just ask, who do you want to be? No, okay? This is what you say. You say, can I make a suggestion? And they are going to be always saying yes. And then you build a bridge. You say something like this. You can have the best plan in the world, but if you don't have the right mentality, what results will you get? They're always going to say bad results because they know this. And then you follow up. Okay, exactly. So getting this outcome isn't just about skills. More importantly, it's about becoming a different type of person. Would you agree with that? And they're going to say yes. And boom. Now you have permission to have the real conversation. You've moved from selling a product to leading a transformation. So when they hesitate, you don't talk about the program's features. You bring it back to the identity. You say, I understand taking this leap is a big decision, but right now we're not just deciding on a program. We're deciding what type of business owner you want to be. You reframe the entire decision. It's not longer about money or time. It's a choice between two futures, two identities. Are they going to remain the person who is stuck, or are they going to become the person who is free? And you've made the cost of inaction a betrayal of their own deepest aspirations. So amateur closers sell a product. Good closers sell an outcome. Elite closers sell an identity. They understand that a true transformation isn't about doing something different. No, it's about being someone different. So stop focusing on the what and the how. Go deeper. Find the identity that they are running from and the identity that they are running towards, and anchor your solution to that shift. Do this, and you're going to be stop having sales conversations, but you're going to be having sales transformations. Now, if you're wondering, who is this kid? My name is Seth, I'm 19 years old, and 1 month ago I made myself the promise to break into the high-ticket sales industry with no experience in 3 months. So if you're just curious if this is actually possible, if a 19-year-old child from Africa can actually land a high-ticket sales job in 3 months with no prior experience, you could just and should subscribe. I'm posting daily videos, I'm documenting every single day, from zero to landing my first high ticket sales job and eventually scaling to 10, 100K a month and building my own personal brand. If you could subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice one.